I mean, Brent, just your initial thoughts and reaction when you found out the news.
It's tough, you know. You know, the fact that it's over, you know, kind of just sunk in. So, you know, it's been a good 4 years, I mean 5 years, but, you know, I can't thank coaches and teammates, all my brothers in the locker room. Just mean a lot to me. I'm sorry for getting emotional, but this team means a lot to me. I gave it all I have in 5 years, and just tough right now.
Well, when I talked to you after the game, you sounded like you'd be ready to play this week. When did you find out the news that the damage was more severe? Yeah,
you know, I just thought it was a bruise. You know, I've played through, you know, a lot of injuries, you know, through the last, you know, 3 years I've started, and you know, just coming in on Sunday, went through the normal process, got the X-rays, and then headed up to MRI, and then you know, kind of when I came back in on Sunday, you know, they really didn't have the results in, and then, you know, Monday I was getting kind of worried because I didn't hear anything back, and then kind of went in there and got the news, and it just hit me, and then you know, just kind of went from there, and been trying to handle everything.
What did the doctors or whoever tell you about the injury specifically?
You know, I kind of partially tore my labrum and then fractured my scapula. So that's the diagnosis right now. But until they go in there, they really don't see, you know, the extent of the injury right now.
So that's the worry, is the fact that they're not exactly sure everything that's
right. Yeah, and I've had this surgery before, and you really can't tell until you get in there. I had it when I was a senior in high school, so you really don't know the extent of it until the doctor goes in there and sees.
What have your teammates?
In terms of having the procedure tomorrow, and then what the rehab process might be like?
Right. Yeah. And you know, they said, you know, by the end of December I can start, you know, throwing again and kind of getting on my feet and getting the range of motion. But it's all going to depend on how I progress. And you know, I responded really quickly in high school and got back to play my senior year of baseball. So hopefully, you know, I know how to rehab, and I'm going to work my tail off to get back as soon as possible, prepare for the combine, and prepare for everything, you know, for my future.
Do you have the surgery on the same shoulder or the other one?
Yeah. Yep. Same shoulder. Same shoulder.
Have you addressed your teammates yet? Have you been to talk to them?
That's probably the toughest thing that I'm gonna have to do in the next couple of days. I was handling a lot of homework today just to get everything prepared for, you know, the classes I'm gonna miss and things like that to finish up school. And then you know, I just saw a couple of guys, but you know, no one really found out until today. But you know, it's tough to see, you know, everybody out here. That's why I came out kind of late, because I didn't want to be a distraction. And that's one thing I don't want to be. I don't want to be a distraction to this team. You know, we're rolling right now. Marquise is going to do a great job. Kendler's going to do a great job. You know, they're going to put their full effort on the field, and that's the one thing I don't want to be, is a distraction to this team.
Brent, what have the past 5 years meant to you?
You know, everything. You know, from the coaches, the memories. You know, it's been rough. You know, 3 coaches in 5 years. I've seen it all, experienced it all, not being able to go to a bowl game, by winning the ACC title, and you know, I've accomplished a lot in my career. And you know, one thing that I'm proud of is I gave it 110 every time that I strapped up on Saturdays, and that's the one thing I miss is Saturdays. And I'd like to thank the fans and everybody who supported me through this whole time.
Brent, a lot of adversity in your career. You mentioned 3 coaches, NCAA mess, injuries, kind of the full gamut. How are you a different person now than maybe you were when you got here?
Totally different. You know, coming here at 19 years old and being 23 now, you've seen it all and heard it all, and basically done it all. And you know, it's really grown me to be a man, and really quick time frame. And you know, the relationships I'm going to have, you know, past this are going to be great. And you know, just dealing with adversity almost every week, you know, dealing with something new has really grown me to be a man.
Obviously, this is a really emotional time, but I know a lot of your teammates have taken to Twitter today and being very supportive. What does it mean to have them behind you?
Yeah, it means a lot. You know, just seeing that and knowing how much, you know, I care about them and they care about me is brotherhood. And you know, that's something that people really can't relate to unless you've been on a type of team like this. And you know, we've been so close through the years of going through everything. You know, bowl bans, new coaches, and we've had to adapt. And you know, I'd like to say I've been the leader through all that, and I think, you know, it really showed by them showing their support. So I can't thank them enough.
Program-wise, Brent, obviously you came here to play for a different head coach than you have now. Have you seen the program kind of evolve during your time here, and what are you going to remember this about?
You know, it's since Coach Fedora got here, him and his staff have done a great job. You know, I can't thank Coach Anderson enough for teaching me, you know, how to play the game in a different offense. And, you know, that was one of the biggest things that, you know, I learned from, was learning a whole new offense in about a year, going through ankle surgery. And, you know, just can't give him enough credit for, you know, allowing me to, you know, keep playing the game And he could have brought his own guy in, and he didn't do that. And I really appreciate him and this whole staff for giving me the opportunity.
The play that this happened on the other day, can you just kind of describe was it kind of a late hit after the whistle a little bit, or what do you remember just about the moment?
It's sad as it's going to be my last play, or not my last play. I came back in, but I was sliding, and guy hit me from the top and the bottom. I kind of felt my shoulder just give out a little bit, and I've had a similar thing happen in high school, so I knew it was out right away, and just kind of wanted to get it back in as quick as possible.
What do you think that says about you?
Came out on this practice field 5 years ago. What was that experience like?
Never forget it. I was wearing a visor, had my chin strap buckled. I remember coming out here with tons of energy and just being a college quarterback. It was my dream. Dream all growing up and everything like that. And I'll never forget it. Taking snaps with Coop and all those guys and the memories that I have with my teammates. And I had a ton of memories and a ton of friendships were made on this field.
Bryn, you came back out and you tried to play. And what does that say about you? Does that kind of put your stamp as your leadership qualities here?
I hope so. I did my best. I gave it 110, and when I wanted to go in the next play, I remember telling Scott, the trainer, and everybody, I was fine. I was ready to go because we were driving. You were on about the 15-yard line, and it was a critical time in the game, and I wanted to go back in the next play. And then the strength and the test that they gave me on the sideline, I was able to go back in, and completed the third down pass and. It just, I never want to leave the field.
Have you talked to TJ at all?
Yeah, he gave me a call this morning. We talked for a long time, and he gave me some words of encouragement. It's gonna, he's one of my best friends, so he's always gonna be there for me. So I really appreciate that.
How optimistic are you that you'll be prepared for the draft, the combine, if you get an invite, all that?
I'm pretty confident I'll be ready. I think with the rehab that I'm gonna be able to do. And take it day by day and just work my tail off. I think I've done that since my whole 5-year career, and just keep working and battling, keep watching film and getting better at the game and the position. It takes a lot to learn how to be a quarterback. So I think I'm going to keep doing that.
Given everything that's happened,
Anderson and Marquise available too whenever you're ready.
Given everything that's happened off the field here, is there a sense at all for you that this is just tremendously unfair?
I don't think so. Life isn't fair. You deal with the circumstances, but I think it's definitely grown me up, and into maturity level as far as how to handle situations, and it's built my character, and taught me valuable lessons of just keep moving on, and you can say all that stuff. It's unfair, but I think it's very fair, and I've had a great career.